Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 Part 68. It's been almost 5 months since I've been participating to go entered on the 2023 Series, Nations Cup, and Manufacturers Cup from the GTWS, Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup, and 3 week of the Porsche Esports Challenge USA is now being available to be played on the time trial to be served as a lap time challenge. So, good to be back and continue on to be on the full walkthrough after putting up with some series of farming work from Tokyo Expressway east clockwise for the WTC 600. Next up, Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Rallycross layout to be set and good to go when I last left off for my journey. So this will have to take one best selection to have 45,000 credits is now being maximum reward. But there's no need to have one pit stop, dirt tires allowed, 6 laps, and even of course to have some current road car to be courtesy to be well used. But speaking of which, I might have to be preferred to go for the best recommendation vehicle according to the latest update because I got all the cars to be acquired, including new ones ever since from August 2023 update. But for me, this is going to get pretty much more fine change out there since I have last left off without putting up with some further delays and schedule for myself to be putting up with some lap time challenges that I've been looking forward to and go harder at it. But in the meantime, I'll have to get ready and switch to a different vehicle, and this time a hint icon is now being included for the update, so let's have a good look and see which vehicle that you guys might gonna have to go recommend. Alright, looks like Toyota GR Yaris RC High Performance 2020. Very good, and I'll have to go for it and see how the recommendation will be work very perfectly for the latest update. So gonna have to go with Toyota, choose the GR Yaris to be scrolled down, and there it is. Just gonna add up with some car settings and purchase 1/3 tire is now being double checked. There we go. Now it's at 534.52 performance points, but it'll have to be much more possible that you might need to have some parts to be well encased. Gonna have to switch into strong on the anti-lag system to be well adjusted, and even of course to have some other options that need to do some parts. Well, time for me to get back on the session and continue on for my journey to have the best time to go for a rallycross racing in the Barcelona track. But it takes 6 laps. We'll have to go advanced difficulty to see how it turns out very perfectly before moving on to take the WTC 700 until all kinds of new events related to the previous update is now being included after finishing from menu book number 39. Well, good thing this is gonna get all that hard work of racing and the best time to go over to have a best all-wheel drive parade, and even of course to have one Alpine 1600 is now actually to be well seen to be under view. Alright, looks like Yamanaka and Swords are here for the interaction. I'm Toriyaki Yamanaka from Japan. This track features a mix of paved and unpaved surfaces. Each surface type has its own racing line and requires specific driving skills. Personally, I like this track a lot. How about you, Hyperion-Blue-GT? Very 100% much more fine perfect to be served as a rallycross track, Tomoyoki Yamanaka. Now for Daniel Soros. Hey, I'm Daniel Soros from North America. This one, tight course. Be sure to keep an eye on your rival's movements and drive with intention. You don't want to miss any chances. Check and clear. After practicing from the GTWS Nations Cup, so gonna have to go over onto the sound volume and plate race BGM will be turned on to get back in action. So let's do this and have the grid start to have a main position to get up and go all the way. This could be a piece of cake, viewers. Let's get the show on the road and drive well, because it's going to be very challenging to test your skill and for only one track. Let's hop in the track. Better be careful, because this could get much more rough on the contact. Apparently that just took for only one turn to be avoidable. So I'm at the 6th position. Come on. Drivetrain is all about all-wheel drive. So I have to keep a good watchful eye on the movements. Just to have 6 laps will be well remain. Okay, the Honda Civic is going to be going slower because it's an FF layout. Okay, Tomoaki Yamanaka is in position 3. Gonna stay on track. Go for the 2nd lap. The road car is putting up a major all-wheel drive boot camp for only one track in the WTC 600. So, if you already know about the track, be sure to keep a good extra careful to have a good low speed position according to the BOP regulation when you're on sport mode. But after all, I'm still gonna have to get used to it. Apparently, one road car is definitely might be going a bit more challenging when it comes to have all-wheel drives to be fully well capable to see how tested and go for some major competition. A bit average, alright, but just going to get used to it and practice every day. Okay, halfway there. Dirt lap coming in. Gonna have to kick it up and go for the low gear. Ah, come on. This could get much more tough challenges, you guys. So I'm at 5.3 seconds. Braking, cornering, and speed is very much necessarily, so I really need to get in on the line. Gonna have to keep fighting, so it'll have to buy some time a little bit. Enter the 4th lap. 48.3, 86 seconds. Come on. Okay, just gonna have to keep a good maintain focus. Looks like Yamanaka is in the lead. Drifting is a bit of less distraction. Gonna have to go for the hood view. Okay, that's 5th lap. Come on. Gonna have to step it up and see how it works perfectly to see one novice road car to do the handling on the mixture for the dirt and tarmac mixed together. Climbing up all the way. Okay, close call. He's already made it to the final lap. Okay. A penalty goes ignore track limit onto the 6th lap. That could be a bit much more tough handle to be needed in case. So don't get yourself too reckless, otherwise you'll be end up by having a 0.5 seconds during this part of the event. This could get a bit ridiculous for having a one-tub all-wheel drive strategy. Quick time to slow down. And he's almost there. One more turn and he's gonna take home the podium. Good run, Yamanaka. Way to stay on track and keep a good, proud honor moment to have a good first position. Clearly, Daichi's in second place, so I really might need to go and try this again for having a second round. But clearly, the same Toyota GR Yaris RC High Performance 2020 just actually to have a most fine perfect pick on the recommend vehicle before entered onto the next continuation event. But very good to have a total time in 5 minutes 3.961 seconds, as he just took in the fourth lap was 47.775 seconds. But second place, just to have one silver medal, is gonna have to go update before gonna have to step up to go harder. Now gonna have to go for the replay and skip on for only one lap to be forward. Wait for it, and thumbnail image save. I almost forgot to have one other thing, to have some settings to be putting up with some recommendation. But somehow, I just got all the parts to be installed and fully equipped since we've been participating from round 2 from Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. The brakes is now being set and equipped. Racing slot disc is going actually to be doing well. High RPM check. Yeah, I think I just really need to have parts just to make sure before enter to have one event to face the tarmac and dirt to be mixed onto the layout. So I have to go again and push right in to see how it works momentarily. So I'm sure that we'll have to take one easy step to catch up to Yamanaka at this time. Just feel the line and hop back in. Okay, gonna have to overtake the Land Eagle 6. Let's go for round 2. Gonna have to get closer to him along with the Genesis and Mercedes AMG. Gonna have to stick onto the main game plan. Oof. Top hairpin is going to be a bit more crowded on the last corner. Okay, here comes A. Allen in the lead. Let's see how the kid can do. But I'm always gonna have to step it up a bit. But very tight and very loose enough to go understeer. Okay, one contact coming in. Slow and steady. Ha! Yeah. Just like that, and I got my groove back in action. All that hard work of training from the GTWS Nations Cup Exhibition Series is barely paid off. 48.335 seconds on my fastest lap record. A bit more technical, challenging, and close in to be having a slow session. But other opponents might be getting a bit more careful to avoid any impact on the barrier. So it can actually gonna have to keep up with me. But it's about to go super pace of the UDRS Insportec Rallycross racing style will be stepping in and go into action. Here goes nothing. One sector clear. Stay on track on sector 2. Okay, stay on track. Going back on the dirt. Okay, just like that. Finishing the 4th lap, entered lap number 5. There goes one jump. Gonna stay on the grip. This part of the track is definitely having a good place to have a small arena in Catalunya Grand Prix circuit. But I kind of like it because we still always gonna enjoy for having a Group B race and momentarily to have some real cars to be temporary to see how it goes, to be perfectly and go for some all-wheel drive exercise training. Last lap, here I come. Coming around onto turn 1 and 2. Going short straight to be jumped towards sector 2 in turn 3. Okay, looks like it's riding a whole rub around to do the bull. Just gonna tame it and overcome many obstacles to stay in the main balance. Gonna have to ride like a bull. Deal with some tight turns and terrain. Yes! Who says that inside cornering to have a short track is going to be very tough to be well handled on the course? From 2nd place to 1st place, this one is actually to have a best time to go real car exercise training along with the Japanese all-wheel drive challenge. But very magnificent and good to be well achieved by having a total time by over 5 minutes. But actually, very good to have one best rail car to be capable by using with the Toyota GR Yaris RC High Performance 2020. But anyway, because we just already got the Toyota GR Corolla Morizo Edition 2022 from the final race of the TGR 2023 at Michelin Raceway, Road Atlanta. But very good, excellent to have a 2-seater 5-door hatch and added to the car index for a GR collection. So onto the replay to get back, but it was still very tough, challenging, and very exercised to be capable for only one real car on the track with some 2 types of terrain. So gonna have to give a thumbnail image close up, so that should do it just the way it goes. Now replay saved, so that makes for only the 5th round is now being checked, but almost there. This will have to take the final stage in the WTC 600. Will be at the west coast of California in Grand Valley Highway 1. This will be the right time and go for this part of today's video segment, you guys. Just to have the best track for only one reimagined circuit and good to be placed in America. So let's see the hints for the next recommended vehicle. The 2020 Toyota GR Supra RZ. Well, at least that might have a very good, excellent pick. So I'll have to get down and commence for the best real car to be well placed and represent to the country of America. Gonna have to go with manufacturer and choose any car brands. Maybe unless I just have a better idea for myself that will be quite very good to be selected. Just to have a rundown memory lane to have 5 laps as usual. But very good correction to have 5 laps is perfectly for the Dodge Viper GTS 2002 with blue painted with white stripes. Compound set to be on the sports category, and let's enter to have a best replay will be coming up soon. We still love about Grand Valley Speedway, but still got a lot of element to have a nice natural environment is now being stationed in the California's highway coast. But apparently because it has served to be as a fictional racing circuit ever since from Gran Turismo 1 to Gran Turismo 6. But after all, it still have a lot of good potential onto the main part of the track has now just to be evolved. But apparently, this will have a very good excellent opportunity before we're about to be set and get the show on the road before having a pre-race character interaction is Igor Fraga and Randall Haywood. I'm Igor Fraga, the first GT Nations Cup World Champion. Grand Valley is a great location for photo shoots. I often bring my favorite cars there. And sometimes I drive slowly around the track just to take in the beautiful scenery. More beautiful scenery to have a good environment onto the original GT track just to become as evolved version to GT7. Now for Randall Haywood. I'm Randall Haywood from the United States. Grand Valley is a street track situated on Highway 1 which threads through California's Big Sur. The road here is narrow, so take care not to bump into the cliffside or the guardrails. Safety has been granted, Randall Haywood. I'll have to drive careful and I'll have to be safe and go clean racing to have a good road surface in the California Highway 1 coast. So let's do this and get ready to have my Dodge Viper GTS. We'll go into reunion for having a good GT1 racing nostalgia. Just like good old times back from the GT Cup to have 3 laps between 5 other road cars, and then in Gran Turismo 7, very expanded to have 15 participation, including ourselves, depends on which kinds of different select vehicles to be on the road car or racing car whenever we want. Okay, gonna have to go dive in. Approaching on to turn number 3, 4 to 5. Hairpin coming in on turn 6. After putting up with some major training for myself by having custom race with Total Drama liveries, and especially of course to have an alpha session from the August 2023 update that you guys have ever watched. But yeah, because I just apparently to be putting up with some names that related to the second season from Dispenser Camp made by Odd Nation Cartoons. For me, first position in the Audi R8 2007 is now being originally to be set and used by Lake Muir to be served as an alpha session driver. But in the meantime, because she does very well and doing much more capable to be driving in a German all-wheel drive supercar. But I'll have to stay focused and climb up onto the first position as Igor Fraga steps in the lead. Oh, and did I ever mention about the elevation on the corners before approaching in Sector 3? Just going to let you know. Okay, looks like Adam Suswillo is blocking in. Gonna have to overtake inside the tunnel at the final corner. In about 20 seconds, we'll have to close in on the gap. That's 1 lap down. Record set on the fastest by 2 minutes, 11.94 seconds, led by myself. I bet some other opponents might deserve to have a lap time before approaching to be entered on the number 2 lap. But I'll have to keep moving on. I still got a lot of racing objectives yet to go before remaining on to the next walkthrough video after finishing from the WTC 600s. So I had to hang in there. Looks like Barilio Gallo is now stepping up on position 7 to go overtake on Yamanaka. Make way for the blue Dodge Viper GTS. Okay, 2 Japanese cars are blocking in. There we go. Get my Dodge Viper to go speed up and do the old-fashioned way of Gran Turismo racing. Here comes Daniel Soares in the Alfa Romeo 4C Launch Edition. Coming in. Go by the overtake in Sector 3. And Brady in the Audi R8 4.2 2007 overtake. Randall Haywood is coming up on 4th place in the Lamborghini Huracan. Gonna have to catch up to him and step it up and do a supercharged pace overdrive. Okay, Touche, cleared, and do avoidable on exercise caution. Okay, that's the ticket. Just 2 more to go. Halfway there on the 3rd lap. Okay, solid fine work. Gonna have to go recognize and do the line. Only 10 seconds left. Hold that brake on turn 6. As you make clear from Sector 1, Sector 2 is very more challenging to go avoidable when you're in racing at sport mode. But especially to have turn 7 through turn 11 is going to be a very tough challenge for all of us, as we might need to step it up and go concentration to be on the main defense and offense all together. Gonna have to step up into the high gear to go momentarily, patiently. Okay, there he is. Mikhail Hisal in 2nd place to go enter at the tunnel. Gonna have to step up. Climbing up. Maintain the pace. Gonna have to go across the bridge. He's getting closer to be approaching on Igor Praka's position. 2 of them have already entered the 4th lap. I'd step it up and go update by the record. Time for me to drop the hammer and go all the way on the outside at turn 1. That's 2 minutes, 5.743 seconds is update on the fastest lap record. Much more beautiful out there to have the ocean view in the west coast of California. Just like playing the Crew 2 to have a good scenic location, but here on Gran Turismo 7, Grand Valley Highway 1 is an excellent reimagining circuit to be going nostalgia with a mixture of brand new environment. Well, of course, because everybody really loved the Blue Bridge ever since from the original to be served as a fictional circuit made by Liberty Digital. But here in the present day, no longer to have the Blue Bridge, this one is going to be a very long open to be well seen at the far distant view to be on a closer in about a few more meters to go. As they call it, the Grand Valley Bridge. Long distance straightaway by approaching on the outside and go on the inside by the uphill to go proceed at the tunnel. But still got a lot of few tastes to see how Grand Valley just actually to be putting up with some major environment changes to see how it goes. And even to have some road direction is now actually to be well placed and set on a highlighted barrier. But the tunnel on the final corner is going to be a very good one to be seen in action when turning the headlights on. But here comes the final lap after finishing from lap number 4, viewers. Eco Fraka is doing well. Gonna have to catch up on 2 of them. Handling is going a bit heavy. Gonna have to kick it up and go slipstream. There we go. Stay on track and keep coming in. Okay, looks like one bit close call contact to be tapping in. That could be a bit much more competent skill, but a little bit more mistaken. Okay, going defense. Okay, that's good on turn 12, followed by in turn 13. Good thing the music is gonna have to try to help me out. Okay, one more sector to go. Feel the excellence of driving and smooth pave confidential. Okay, here comes the final corner inside the tunnel. Let's stretch. Let's give it a go, go, go. There we go. First place to go old-fashioned. Podium is now actually to be achieved for the 2002 Dodge Viper GTS. Very nice job and magnificent to go combination of classic and nostalgia Gran Turismo style all over it. But excellent best lap time to be stopped on lap number 4, 2 minutes 4.833 seconds by having a total time that just took in 10 minutes 36.835 seconds. But though, practice well and do a good perfect clean race when you're entered on the World Touring Car 600 onto the Highway 1 track in Grand Valley. But good thing to have one best achievement is now going to be a bit average by having 92,000 credits to be courtesy without having a clean race bonus. But yes, one daily workout complete and 3-star is now being received by today. Feels good to be back, you guys. Feels good to be back to be continue on into the full walkthrough after spending 5 months to be focusing to do some live stream on development. With all the major attempts and outtakes for myself that I just really might need to step it up and proceed on schedule to go for the encore content video after the GTWS season on 2023. So I'll have to stick it to the replay and go for having a thumbnail image just to have one focusing eye on the Dodge Viper GTS. That should be good enough. Save a replay, and there you go. Well folks, looks like World Touring Car 600 is finished and well done. But still, I'll have to come back and do some more farming work on Tokyo Expressway east clockwise for another round to go for having a 12-lap endurance to be tested out with some different cars with swap engine. But apparently that just already did, and this takes a lot of major progress to get up and go faster to do some filling out with some more GT credits by stopping around by over 20 million credits. But I know how you guys really want me to go and fill out more to be stopped at 100 million credits. But it takes major progress and farming for over a month. But I'll have to think about it. So, next video after clear from part 68, part 69 will be taking on in Japanese FR Challenge, and Clubman Cup 550 is now going up, and see how am I supposed to go and get back on track. But after all, because I just really might have a good look to do some more features after for only 1 month of the update, and here it is right now. It takes a lot of progress and momentarily to have one part of the card collection to be stopped at the GT Cafe. So I'll have to get down to it and do an extra card collection after one event is complete. So extra menu 2 on the Honda Type R is now being acquired. One Honda NSX Group B rally car is now being acquired, and I'll have to receive the rewards. Congratulations! You got all 3 cars. This completes your Honda Type R collection. Once you collect your present, I got some stories to tell you about these cars. There you go. Collection Honda Type R complete before Luca is about to be ready and get set to start a story about 3 Honda vehicles. But I can't wait to see how it turns out, because this cutscene for only one received vehicle is now being acquired. Very good received prize reward is now being stored in to be collected in the garage, and excellent to be here on the GT Cafe. So here we go, you guys. Extra menu number 2, collection Honda Type R. Let's give it away to have a good story for Luca, you guys. These 3 Type Rs can well be considered Honda's masterpiece. It is an impressive collection indeed. The Type R label is given to select models in Honda's lineup. It signifies supreme performance and craftsmanship. The 3 cars in this collection are famous for giving birth to the Type R. They are the best of the best. Take the 1992 NSX-R, the first Type R in Honda's history. It was built to deliver superior handling and may be considered as the progenitor of the series. Next, Honda had its eye on applying the NSX-R's prowess to its FF sports cars. Leading the way were the 1995 DC2 Integra Type R and the first Honda Civic Type R, the EK9. In the years that followed, only the best sports model were given the Type R badge. Actually, one could say that the Type R goes back even further. Back in the Formula One days of the 1960s, Honda was the first Japanese automaker to compete in the series. It entered the F1 in 1964, and it achieved its first victory a year later. At the time, Honda's F1 machine sported a white body and red emblem. This has been carried over the distinctive white and red combination of the Type R series. Therefore, The Type R badge is a declaration of the company's F1 racing spirit. Regardless of the model name, engine, or drivetrain, the Type R badge has been handed down from car to car to ensure the evolution of the sports car. Awesome. Very awesome and excellent to have a good spare amount of clip is definitely just to be acquired before moving on to have some more extra menus to be available. There's more car collection to come, and I'm still gonna have to take more progress to get all kinds of available vehicles to be on sale and out of stock from the used car and legend car dealership. So, gonna have to wrap this up before at the end of the video, so I'll have to look forward to see you again on part 69 for the next video. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Discord, and Patreon to see for my own image artwork along with Vision Total Drama fan art libraries and UDRS libraries whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.